Ratna still remembers the day she was retrenched. The Indonesian national was only 30 years old at the time.
I couldn't hold my tears actually, so I cried, and it was really quite, it affected me quite a bit because I thought I have given my best, and I also invested a lot of time. And I'm the founder of the Money Jam.
Those tears became a turning point in her life. 5 years on, she runs her own business, coaching others in their careers. But immediately after she was retrenched, her first priority was to find a new job so that she could cover her bills.
In terms of paying my rentals, living expenses, as well as supporting my parents as well. And I think that was something that I worried quite a lot during that period of time. And because of that, then it caused a lot of anxiety and worry.
During this period, she cut down her expenses and tracked her outgoings to make sure she stayed within budget. 2 months later, she found a new job.
I was actually strategically doing my job hunting. So what I did was that I reached out to some of my contacts, and then I share with them that I'm actually looking out for new job opportunities. And then because of their referrals, I actually land to the job very quickly.
As someone who didn't grow up speaking English, Ratna found the language a challenge when she first arrived in Singapore. But she later found that being a foreigner could also give her some unique selling points.
The job that I was applying was actually in the university where I have to interact with international students, and they are looking for a profile like me so that I can actually interact with them. And what I learned is also to leverage the strengths that I have so that it fits the role that I'm applying to.
But the lessons of retrenchment were a turning point.
The one thing that really helped me to recover from the retrenchment was looking at the retrenchment not as a failure, but really as a stepping stone for me to be able to rethink and reinvent my career to something that is a lot more aligned to my purpose.
Ratna already had a side hustle as a trainer in mindfulness and well-being. She now offers training as a personal branding and career development coach.
What is the one most important thing that helps you in your career transition?
I face a lot of challenges.
In 2023, the rate of retrenchments more than doubled. But even though retrenchments were lower in 2024, job security remains something on the minds of workers, and that includes younger workers. With 3/4 of respondents in one survey saying they think they could be retrenched at least once.
It's tough, to say the least. It's not something that you sign up for. But I think you need to focus as a young individual. You need to be focusing on what you can control rather than what you can't.
What the young people can do, speaking from my own personal experience then, right? What I did was that I actually planned my career in a way that I asked myself, what do I wanted to do for the next 3 to 5 years, right? And I know at that time also, education and training has always been my passion. And because of that, I was also intentionally in building my skills for me to be able to also go into that direction. So that is the first one. P stands for planning your career. The second one is I stands for invest in my growth. So I actually sign up for courses as well as getting myself certified in some of the areas that I wanted to develop myself and my career, right? And because of that, I was able to transition to that space a lot more easier.
The other important thing is building a network of contacts, which can help you discover new job opportunities and get referrals.
One thing that really helps me a lot in that transition or the retrenchment period was really the network that I have and how their referrals actually helped me to land a job a lot easier, right? And I think talking about network as well, of course, you need to nurture our network, right? It's not like, only reach out to them whenever we need help, but I think in the process of nurturing our contacts as well.
It is a difficult moment in time when you are retrenched as a young professional, but make sure that you are connecting the dots. You are using the relationships that you have built through the university days, through your professional days, and you're using that network to your advantage. A lot of times we send the CVs out in the hope that we'll get a response back. For me, the fastest way to get a response is using your network and your connections.
Ratna says your online profile and activity can also have a big effect on how attractive and visible you are to potential employers. And most of all, it's about your mindset.
Develop a growth mindset, knowing that, sometimes we all experience challenges and struggles in our life, but how can we turn that setbacks into an opportunity for growth and development would actually help us to go a long way. And I thought that was really the foundation of how I, grow through that retrenchment period and also pursuing the career that I really wanted to build on my own terms.